Enchanting destinations in Romania. Romania is becoming one of Eastern Europe's most popular tourist destinations. Romania enchants visitors with its gorgeous mountain landscapes, stunning painted monasteries, and the ancient medieval towns of Transylvania. Most people know Romania as the setting that inspired Bram Stoker's vampire lore, but there's so much more to Romania. Here is our list of enchanting destinations in Romania. Number 12. Bucuresti. Bucuresti was once referred to as the Little Paris, but because of communist dictatorship and decaying structures, its reputation has slightly declined in recent years. While there is still much to see and do in the capital city of Romania, it is slowly regaining its appeal as a travel destination. The lush gardens, gorgeous 17th century Orthodox churches, fascinating museums, and of course, the enormous Parliament Palace, the biggest parliament building on Earth, makes Bucuresti a fascinating place to visit. The streets of Bucuresti are teeming with life thanks to the city's unique mix of communist-era concrete blocks and monuments mixing with magnificent villas and stunning buildings, like the luxurious Mitropoli Palace. Another aspect of this fascinating capital city is revealed by its trendy bars and vibrant nightlife. Number 11. Sighisoara. Sighisoara undoubtedly portrays a picturesque life with its lovely pastel-colored houses, winding cobbled streets, and tall spires and towers. Its stunning walled old town has been beautifully conserved and is today a well-liked travel attraction. The Sighisoara Historic Center will undoubtedly confirm your preconceived assumptions of what life was like in the Middle Ages. Sighisoara is a magnificent representation of a fortified medieval town. It was founded by Transylvanian Saxons in the 12th century. It has the traditional stone buildings in various colors lining the small streets. Vlad the Impaler, the inspiration for Dracula in Bram Stoker's novel, was born here. Every July, Sighisoara has a festival with rock bands as a part of its celebration of the medieval era. Number 10. Sibiu. Sibiu is the renowned and stunning historical region of Transylvania. It is a fantastic mix of history and the lively spirit of a contemporary European city. The city has a rich history dating back more than 800 years, but it also has strong ties to the present and values of Europe, giving it a distinctive personality. Sibiu offers a variety of activities, including tours of the historic fortress, urban entertainment, excursions into the centuries-old traditions still practiced in the nearby villages, and hikes in the nearby hills and mountains. Sibiu's most notable attraction is the Eyes of Sibiu. Number 9. Painted Monasteries. The painted monasteries of Bucovina in the northeastern region of the country are among the most gorgeous sights in all of Romania. Extensive 15th and 16th century paintings depicting portraits of saints and prophets, scenes from the life of Jesus, pictures of angels and demons, and representations of heaven and hell are painted on the outside walls of these buildings. The monasteries in Humor, Moldovita, Patrauti, Probota, Suceava, Sucevita, and Voronet are the best preserved. Number 8. Bicaz Lake. The largest man-made lake in Romania, Lake Bicaz, also known as Lake Izvorul Muntului, is a popular tourist destination, particularly in the summer. The lake is a beautiful place, especially in good weather, where you can enjoy the peace, quiet, pure mountain air, coolness, and presence of wildlife. The lake is home to many different species of fish, allowing the fishermen to indulge their passion. On the lake, you can go sailing, rent a boat, or ride a hydrobike. Visitors can also board a ferry boat at the Bicaz port and travel across the lake to see Mount Chahlo on the western shore. Number 7. Salina Turda. After salt excavations ceased in 1932, the Salina Turda mine, which dates back to the 17th century, served as everything from a cheese storage facility to a bomb shelter during World War II. It is now turned into a fantastic science fiction theme park. Salina Turda, which is in Cluj County, has been dubbed one of the coolest underground locations on Earth. You must descend roughly 120 meters, 400 feet, to reach the submerged wonderland when you visit the mine. Once inside, you'll discover a Ferris wheel, an underground lake with paddle boats, an amphitheater, a bowling alley, and more. Number 6. Brasov. Brasov's picturesque medieval center wonderfully complements its stunning surroundings. This is one of the most well-liked travel spots in Romania for a reason. A great way to spend the day is to stroll through the old town, which is reminiscent of a fairy tale, passing beautiful Baroque buildings, Gothic churches, and medieval watchtowers. If you just want to have a coffee and watch the world go by, there are many cafes and restaurants on the main square. One of Romania's top ski resorts is in the surrounding mountains, which also includes some nice tiny hiking routes and roads. Many visitors utilize Brasov as a picturesque starting point from which to tour some of Transylvania's magnificent castles. Number 5. Castle Corvin. Corvin Castle is the most captivating castle in Transylvania despite being surrounded by steel mills. As soon as you cross the drawbridge into the stone courtyard with its pointed towers looming above, you'll be enchanted. Because visitors are not required to take guided tours, they are free to wander around and let their imaginations run wild. Architectural highlights include the Mace Tower, which was completed in 1440, and the late Gothic Knights Hall, which features armor, cannonballs, and a large bronze statue of Jan of Hunedoara. 3 Turkish captives who were sentenced to death despite being promised their release after construction is said to have cursed the castle well. Equally chilling is the Bear Pit, where prisoners were thrown to animals after their usefulness expired. Number 4. Bran Castle. Bran Castle is often associated as the home of Dracula. The castle, a famous site in Romania, peaks from a hillside covered with trees not far from Brasov in Transylvania. This historic fortress, whose origins date back to the 13th century, is now a museum featuring items Queen Maria gathered, including paintings and furnishings. An outdoor museum with peasant buildings from all around Romania is also featured here. You'll ascend its conical turrets, taking in the views of dense forest, and wander through creaky floored halls decorated with 19th century antiquities and bearskin rugs. Number 3. Constanta. The second most significant city in the country after Bucuresti is Constanta, a large port city on the Black Sea. Amazingly, it was established almost 2,600 years ago. While the majority of tourists travel to Constanta to enjoy the surrounding beaches and coastal resorts, the city itself has a lot to offer. There are several interesting museums and historic buildings here. With its large collection of artifacts and marble tombs, the National Museum of History and Archaeology is unquestionably the most interesting of them. Constanta is more than simply a stopover location en route to the nation's Black Sea beaches due to the abundance of fine hotels, bars, and seafood restaurants to be found in the city. Number 2. Sinaia. The mountain tourist town called Sinaia was established around a monastery that bore the name Mount Sinai. The monastery is a well-liked destination nowadays for tourists who love hiking in the summer and fantastic downhill skiing in the winter. It houses a copy of the first Bible printed in Romania. Near the monastery, King Charles I constructed Pele's Castle, which is currently a well-liked tourist destination. Although the town is known for its beautiful flowers, anyone who picks them risks getting into trouble because it is not permitted. Number 1. Transfagarasan. On Nicolae Ceausescu's direct command, the Transfagarasan was constructed between 1970 and 1974. Ceausescu sought to establish a key route across the Fagaras Mountains to transport soldiers north if the USSR attacked Romania. The Transfagarasan Highway, which stretches for more than 150 kilometers, is Romania's most stunning and well-known road. Since it was featured on BBC Top Gear in 2009, it has become one of the nation's most well-liked tourist destinations. The tunnel connecting the northern and southern sides at Bala Lake, Lake Bala, is the road's highest point at 2,042 meters, but it is only fully operational from June to October. Romania is one of the least expensive countries to visit in Europe, but this is changing. One thing to keep in mind is that Romania's popularity is rising fast, once underestimated destinations, but not any longer. So be sure to include Romania in your next travel plans. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to see upcoming videos, and leave a comment below on which part of Romania you would be interested in visiting.